the beginning of the year. Okay, I'm live, Adam. Right now we are 14 and bored. So
I'll change.
so what
Yeah,
do you
I've just seen you. I've just seen the YouTube thing come up.
Hmm. Oh
I've
God, we
just seen
pop from
the
14 to
YouTube
8.
notification.
And hello, FVO Mario, welcome, and Jerry,
Making
welcome.
me think, what the hell is this?
Yeah, welcome, guys. I am. I'm codenamed Black Widow. I am a single submissive, dating in a polyamorous group with other couples. So I'm that other woman, but but the the woman usually knows, and she's into it. Sometimes she knows. Yeah, I tried to have them know. um, but no, couples, and
Hey,
and
again,
then
how it going, so.
and then a lot of our and then a lot of our and then a lot of our couples are actually fan. You know, the male is usually a fanboy dating a married, married, and then I'm a fangirl, and I'm the other woman. Yeah, I yeah, with me being polyamorous, I'm that I'm that third leg in the equation. And not and not actually I'm like a sexual surrogate too. Like one, or I'm just that um one couple that I work with is more like a love and friendship kind of relationship. I kind of help out the woman with her mental illness, and that takes a lot of stress off the husband. And then now with another couple, he's married. he's in a poly he's in a poly relationship online, but he he feels he's married to another to the other woman, but the the thing about him is he he has the emotional and he has the romantic part in the relationship, but he doesn't have the physical. So I come in as a physical. So I'm just in board. But if you have any questions, and also I'm just starting to read Secret Empire, about Captain America as a double agent with Hydra. Um, and but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. How short am I? I'm 5'2". I don't know how that's. I don't know how that is significant to the poly relationship, but yeah, I'm 5'2". Mm. And on May 14th, I will be 47, and a lot of the other couples are in my around that age. So we're kind of we're kind of a generation that is experimenting with polyamorous relationships, pretty much in our 40s. Um, but like the newest development was like with the fanboy that I was in, I thought we dated before 11 years ago, and then what kind of happened is I was on YouNow, and while I was shopping for a router at Walmart one day, we met up, and he told me he was divorced, and and I'm a widow, and so our paths crossed again, and we started dating. But he did tell me that he had an online relationship, and I did too. My tech support, Adam, we pretty much were doing a lot of things on YouNow and some other chat sites, and I didn't want to give up my online relationship, and he didn't want to either. So when we started dating, we just kind of said, we'll be dating, but we won't make demands about each other having online relationships. And but I didn't realize how. I mean, me and Adam are close and everything. We do a lot of things together, but I didn't realize the extent of his relationship with who he was talking to. So when we started dating, it was like it seemed like everything was I thought he was single, and so I did, I did kind of fall in love with him. But about 2 months into it, he wouldn't disclose how important that online relationship was to him. And so for 2 months, it was kind of rocky, especially when he told me that he was going to go to California to see her. So but we the other day he fessed up and said that he pretty much is married to her, even though he only sees her once a year. So, and then he was just after me for the physical. But it was okay after that, once everybody was honest and what everybody wanted and what everybody needed, then you can work on that. It's when you go into a relationship saying that, that the trick is when you go into a relationship and you say that you're single, what does single really mean? And the essence of being single, I guess, in this day and age, is like you have no attachments, and that's really hard to be single nowadays, because, I think the new single is no children and no family members living in your home. It's, the new is single and alone. So, and a lot of people don't fit that description. And in my case, I do. And so I have a lot of freedom that a lot of people that dating don't have. And what I've noticed is me being that level of single causes a lot of misunderstandings, because there's a lot of people saying that they're single, but they have a lot of attachments, like they have kids, or they're taking care of a mother or father, or a parent, and or they're married to their jobs. So really, in reality, a lot of people are married to something. And that's the essence of, what is it, Adam? Shield. And we have lost. We have lost. We have lost. It's like, oh shit. We don't want to know this shit. We don't want to know this information. This is depressing. Hey, Silver Snake. I was like, that is like, oh my gosh. What is that about? Silver Snake, well, welcome to our audience. I'm about, if Adam will guest, if Adam will guess, we might. Silver Snake, you are welcome to. Oh, you're from Australia. You're welcome to ask me any kind of questions if you had seen my profile. Like I said, I am a submissive, a single submissive, dating other polyamorous couples, and I was just, Silver Snake, I was just going through what the new single is, the definition of the new single. We're still number 8, Adam. We have gone to 7. I don't have an audience. I don't know how did I just pop to 7. Oh, Spaceman. Hey, Spaceman Vito. Thanks for joining our audience. I am codenamed Black Widow. I am a submissive, a single submissive, and I'm dating other polyamorous couples in my area. Stephen, welcome to the audience. If you didn't hear my introduction, I am codenamed Black Widow. And I am a single submissive, dating other polyamorous couples in my area. But, like I said, if you guys have like any questions, I'm not in Ask Questions. I just came on board because we have a different kind of format. And a lot of times I am streaming live on YouTube. So I kind of just go into some storytelling also. But I think like Stephen, the recent development, like I was discussing earlier, is what exactly the term single is, and especially in my situation. I'm a widow, so I live alone with my dog Sunny. And what I found is that when I started dating, people that said that they were single really weren't single. They either had kids or they were taking care of parents, or they were in a relationship but they were online saying they were single, and then I did some offline dating, and when I started dating people that were divorced, I found that with me being single and a widow was a little bit different than being single from a divorce. And so I found that, when I did start dating, there were some undertones that were a little bit different. And I realized that I was a lot freer in, when I presented myself to date. I didn't have attachments. I wasn't a woman that was looking to latch onto a man in order to have security. My husband that passed away, set me up in an environment where I could live alone, and I have a dog. And so what I found is when I went into the dating scene is so much different now. And so I found myself being around couples, and what I found is couples liked me, and so couples liked having me around. Of course, the guys liked having me around, but some of the women felt secure about, having me around and putting out the pressure off of, just the pressure of their expectations from their husbands. Some things that they couldn't do, I could do instead. So, and it's not always sexual. I am a sexual surrogate, but a lot of it was like communication and marriage. Hey, Klausinator. And they needed a sounding board or a stress relief by having a third person involved in the relationship. So I'm a submissive for 3 couples right now. And I serve various purposes as a submissive. And like I said, they're not all sexual. But, 2 in particular do involve sex, but one doesn't. It's more like I'm a caretaker. I'm a caretaker, and I kind of fill in the gaps. So, hey Rick, welcome. And I was just talking to Stephen about, a little bit about me and my role as a surrogate for couples in polyamorous relationships. But this is, I can go, it's kind of hard to, Stephen, do you have any questions? Or are you just watching? I think what it is I find it the polyamorous lifestyle requires a lot of communication, because there's a lot of emotions involved, and and usually when you have emotions involved, it's hard to communicate. And what I do, in a lot of my dealings, is it's a philosophy of the implicit. And what I mean about the implicit is what's unspoken. So, sometimes you can define it as undertones or that current that's going on underneath the surface that's not talked about. That Steve bailed on me. Are you ready to guest, Adam? What are you doing, Adam? It's like you getting two of that. I'm still six, though. Even though I don't have an audience. It's either people are like dropping out of board, or I was like, it's 7:12 in the morning. It's like, wow. How long have we been broadcasting? Let me look. Well, we've been on 22 minutes. That's not bad. Well, if you're watching me on YouTube, like I said, I am Louisa, codename Black Widow, and I am a submissive. I am a single submissive that dates other polyamorous couples. And like I said, I should be in questions and answering, asking questions, but I just thought I'd hang out board for a little bit. Everybody is probably doing their morning coffee. I had my coffee at 3:00 this morning, and I still think I have coffee in the car, or I finished it off. So I'm just me, my Diet Dr. Pepper, and my cigarettes. And in the audience right now, I have my tech support, Adam, and we are just hanging out and bored. It seems like it says we have 2 viewers in the audience, but all I see is Adam. I don't know if anybody hasn't logged in yet and they're just surfing. But I'm getting a break today. I have to go in at 3:00. But I'm in media blackout right now with some of two of my couples, with the Mother's Day weekend going on, have families in town. So they are pretty much like doing family stuff, having brothers and sisters and stuff like coming in from out of town to see their mothers. And I have mine. I'll see my mother on Mother's Day this year. We're planning a combination. My birthday this year falls on Mother's Day, so I'll be 47 on Sunday. And my mother was her birthday is the 24th, so we're kind of doing a combo birthday party, Mother's Day celebration on Sunday, which I think is going to be real cool. Pretty much, I think it's going to be real cool because my mother's Filipino, and she's cooking lumpia. So that's all I'm there for. No, that's fun. No, that's not. That's not what I'm all there for. No, I always joke with her about that. Like I'm there for the food. But and on a side note about that, it's kind of funny with all this polyamorous dating. There's a lot of food involved. A lot of meals out, a lot of home cooked meals and stuff. And with me being a submissive, a lot of the time that I spend with in the dating process is over a meal. So meal and conversation. A lot of negotiations take place over meals. A lot of bonding. So, with being a widow and being single, that's the first thing you miss is meals. Eating alone is just a big task. So that's why I really like doing what I do, because I get to share food with other people. But I am just waking up. Well, no, I've been up. I've been up since about 1:30 this morning. One of the husbands in a couple works overnight, so I go and see him during lunch, and we had breakfast, and we did some talking. He's a fanboy. He's really into Marvel, and in the process of getting to know him, I've gotten interested in Marvel too. We recently went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and a lot of our courtship revolved around him getting me acclimated, prepared for the movie. So that was very pleasant, and so that was a big date, going to see Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's a very, very good movie. A lot about the unspoken about fathers and sons. So it's I think it's a good movie to bring your son. If you're a man in your life and you have you're a father figure to a little boy, I think bringing him to that movie would be a good thing. What else? else am I thinking? It's been like I said, I've been actively dating since the middle of January, and over the course of 4 months, I've added 3 couples, and it seemed like it was like a couple a month, 1 couple a month. So now I think at 3, it takes up a lot of my time. The balancing act. And then at the same time trying to, recently I haven't had time to myself. And since Mother's Day has come around, I'm kind of, I've been like put on hold, for the weekend. And I realized it's like, oh wow, I'm going to have a day off. I'm going to have a 3-day weekend. But I work on the weekends. But it's going to give me a chance to have a full Saturday to myself. And I had, like I said, I started on YouNow back in December, and I started a series about dating online. And now that has turned into what this is now, me, in poly relationships. So I have recreated myself in the last 4 months. And it's been a hell of a ride. Very eventful. I don't spend too much time online anymore. But hey, Anderson. There's another Anderson in the room. Adam. I was just talking a little bit about where I am, taking a break. I'm going to do a refresh real quick and update, see if I'm updated. Okay, I have done a refresh. Just to make sure that I haven't missed anybody's commentary. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Ray is back. Hey, Ray. My name is Louisa, codename Black Widow. I am a single submissive that dates couples in polyamorous, in polyamorous dating. Well, I'll have to say that with a straight face. Okay. I just want to make sure I was keeping up to date on the chat feed. And we have Adam. Adam hasn't seen me online in quite. We used to see each other pretty much every day because I spent a lot of time at home before I started dating. And once I started adding each couple, it got me out of the house to where I was never home. Like with one couple, they have given me their spare bedroom so that I like with that couple I'm not sexual with. It's a love and friendship kind of thing, and they just like having me there. So and I see them at least twice a week. With my most recent couple, there's a little tension about they're engaged, and the conflict. They also the woman has a son, and the husband. Well, the woman has a son, and the man is not the father of the son. So, and the woman wants to get married, but the man doesn't want to get married. So, there's a little bit unspoken tension there. Some unhappiness. And my role is to offer some kind of escape. For the woman is trying to provide some kind of understanding, but that's kind of complicated because she tells me about her past relationships and everything, and a lot of men have left her in her life, left her with kids, and so she uses me as a sounding board, but at the same time, in my perspective, I feel that she's not aware of what's going on around her. So, it is what it is. But if, like I said, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me. And I'll be on here for a little bit. I'm just hanging out this morning. I haven't done a broadcast since January, so I'm just getting back into the habit of, making a routine. And this is just really today. This is just me as a means of me unwinding, getting some of my thoughts out. Since I have this streamed on my YouTube channel, which I love a lot, I get to videotape it. I can videotape. It's recorded. So I like to play it back, see, what my mood is. Because I've had a lot of anxiety and over some terms and definitions about what's been going on in with one couple in particular. The dynamics is kind of complicated. Because I was dating a guy thinking he was single, and in reality, he had an online relationship in where he feels he's married to the woman, because he does daily contact with her every day, and it's been pretty consistent for a year now. So he feels married to her. Hello, FFFNV. You know how to... Hello. Welcome to my audience. And just an intro. I am a single submissive that is dating couples in, and so I'm the other woman, but in poly relationships, polyamorous relationships. I don't do Snapchat anymore. No, I pretty much got rid of a lot of my. I got off Kick and I got off Snapchat. I'm pretty much. I pretty much date locally. So how are you today? That's what I thought. It's been a good morning. Here about we should see if here around 8 o'clock I usually call one of the husbands just to check in, see how he's doing. He's not good on the phone. He's not good about answering his phone. He's a very busy guy. He's my Superman, which, me being Marvel, mixing with DC, That in itself is interesting enough. And that's that concept of Superman. And used to be, he's a retired firefighter, and he's still putting out fires. So imagine dating Superman. Let me tell you what, Superman does not answer his phone. Superman does not read his text messages because he's too busy doing shit. Superman's a workaholic. So just imagine trying to date a workaholic. It's yeah. You get that phone call like, okay, I'm checking in. What are you doing? I might come over, I might not. See you later, bye. It's like, really? It's like an in and out kind of thing. Last minute, like, he could be on his way over and get distracted. So but he's a very, when he is here, he does a good job. And then you have Captain America. Try dating Captain America. Mr. Patriotic. I'm really interested in reading this new series by Marvel. It's a Marvel event. Um, you know, Captain America has a Hydra agent. I've got 0 and 1, and this weekend I'll be able to read it. I'm looking forward to it. I have been so busy that just to sit here and like smoke a cigarette in my bed and not have to do anything until I go to work at 3. I work this weekend. I work every weekend, as a matter of fact. But it's just sit, not have to make a phone call, not have to see what everybody's schedule is. Just to sit. I haven't done that in 4 months. I've been so busy. And on Monday I slept all day. Didn't answer phone calls or nothing. I went from having a life where I didn't have anything to do to to the other extreme where, I was taking cat naps, because I had to be somewhere, had to do, do something for somebody. To be there and just be able to sit and do nothing is a true blessing. And at first I thought, what am I going to do with myself? But I'm so relieved. And my thoughts are still like, like, what is, are they all right? Is everybody getting along all well? But in reality, I'm just like, it's okay. Everybody's doing just fine without me today. Today's my day. Hey, Relic. I am Louisa, codename Black Widow. And hey, Jack. I'm Louisa, codename Black Widow, and I am a submissive, dating couples who are polyamorous. And I have some downtime today because everybody's getting ready for the Mother's Day, Mother Day weekend. And I'm just chilling out. And I haven't been on YouNow. Haven't been on YouNow in about since January 14th. January 12th. Well, no, I was on a couple of times, but I think January 27th was the last time I did a broadcast. Oh, I've got to pee. Hey, Amin. I gotta turn my electric blanket on. Oh, okay. It's good to see you guys. Oh my goodness. DZ. Can't remember where DZ is at. So, I mean, how are you? I'm just kind of chilling out. I don't go to work until 3, and I'm just relaxing, enjoying my time alone, because I've been very, very busy. Very busy dating. And with Mother's Day's weekend, everybody's doing things with their families. Clean house to get ready for family to come into town. And me being single, I don't have anybody coming over. I'll go visit my mom on Mother's Day. It's also my birthday. Get back on and I will. You should have gotten my guest cue if you wanted the jet. Should have guessed it. I feel so peaceful right now. I guess everybody, I mean, it's like too early in the morning. And that person would like the mystery guest. Hey, Hamod. Welcome to my audience. How's your morning? I'm Larissa. My code name is Black Widow. I am a single submissive who dates couples who are polyamorous. Max, welcome. Welcome to my audience. If anybody, you can either ask me questions in my feed, in my chat area, or you can get in the guest queue. I am just hanging out because I have nothing to do for the first time in 4 months. Well, at least I get enough people coming in and work towards a badge. I went to sleep. I'm about to get on.
full. You cannot leave a message. Bye.
Hey, Nico. How are you? I'm Louisa. Either you're going to type in my feed or get in the guest queue. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm getting sleepy. I love it. All right, I'm done. I've got one more minute and I can end it. Thank goodness. I do my. I feel good. Take time for me. And not feel like I have to do anything at this moment. Feels good. My eyes are heavy. And there we go. We're at 8 o'clock. All right, guys. I was on here for an hour. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, Chelsea. I was just about to sign off, Chelsea, because it's 8. So, unless you want to type in my feed or get in the guest queue and you're out, good. I can go. I can leave. All right. Bye-bye.